it was interesting because if you've watched unauthorized TV, you might have watched Barcelona Life, speaking of living well. And the thing that's a little strange is that I had been trying to talk Farley into doing something relating to business and video for literally years. And what was interesting was that suddenly, after seeing how much he enjoyed doing, Barcelona Life, he realized that people are actually interested in this medium, which is kind of funny because he was watching people like Scott Adams and so forth, and it was really fascinating to see the way in which, for whatever reason, the light bulb had gone on. And suddenly, whatever it was that was rationalizing inaction on that front was no longer there. And I was a little bit surprised, to be honest, how boom, 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 suddenly the ideas start flowing. Suddenly, there was this realization that they're sitting on this mine of material related to that subject, in which he's an absolute expert, in which he and Elizabeth, they've been doing this stuff for a long time. They really know what they're talking about. And so it's really interesting to see how once the rationalization stops, the action begins. And so I was looking at this. It's funny. Drew Jabert says, Barcelona Life and Grow or Die are great. I would never have guessed that they were the shows I was missing from my life. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have thought that they would be as popular as they've turned out to be either. Well, actually, I expected Barcelona Life to be popular, but it's going to be interesting to see how these things develop. Owen actually, we were talking about it, and he said that he's not even going to be surprised if Barcelona Life ends up passing up the dark stream and Owen streams alike. Not even a little bit surprising. And so, the thing is that everybody is seeking truth. I shouldn't say everybody. A lot of people now are beginning to seek the truth they can't find in the mainstream media, the stuff that they can't find on the news. And it's really unsettling, and it's really depressing to watch something like Fox, to even worse, to watch something like CNN, and see how little truth is told with all the talking. And so when you look at something like a Barcelona Life or a Grow or Die, what you see is reality. That's what Owen means when he talks about logos. There's a truth to it. There's a reality to it. There's a genuine core of actual life at the heart of it that is compelling. And you just can't find that, especially on the wildly misnamed reality TV, where everybody's behavior is intrinsically false, where people are performing for the cameras. And so when you look at how people are showing you how they actually live their lives, when they're showing you, what they do, how they live, and so forth, there's something intriguing to it. There's something fascinating about it. And so, I would like to get to the point where we can actually afford to produce dramas and produce comedies and that sort of stuff. And maybe we're going to get there. But the existence of unauthorized itself is a good example of this. When I started putting this together, I was not planning to launch it for, we were not planning to have it launched yet. But Owen just came in and said, hey, let's do this. We've got enough. Let's do it. Let's not rationalize anymore. And so I stopped rationalizing, and we just threw it out there.